Here's what this bill is all about. First of all, the bill itself started behind closed doors. Nobody knew what was in it except those people who were working on it, and it was quite some time before it really saw the light of day. Indeed, it was the Heritage Foundation that first exposed the bill to the public. We're talking about a bill that numbers something in the neighborhood of 350 to 400 pages. It's a very extensive bill with a lot of parts. One aspect of the bill is this idea of a new type of visa for those who are here illegally. And in order to get this visa, all they have to do is show up when the opening period starts, and they can get probationary status with a very rudimentary period of time, 24 hours, for the government to check as to why they shouldn't get it. And once they get that, they're home free. It's a complicated bill, and that's why there are a lot of reasons why the Senate and the House should have extensive hearings to see how this would work in practice. It has not been one of those things where they had the hearings first and got the ideas first from the public, from experts in the field, and so on. Instead, it was cobbled together behind closed doors and presented to the Senate. And there are many problems in the bill which would actually make the situation worse rather than better. Well, I think there are a couple of things. Number one, the same situation pertains to both, and that is both constitute amnesty. The difference was that in 1986 we frankly said it was amnesty. In fact, the current legislation now on the Hill amounts to an amnesty for reasons I'll mention in a minute. The second thing is in 1986 we learned it didn't work. We had something like 3 million illegal aliens in the United States at that time. It worked for a while, but soon because of the fact of amnesty, this became a lure for other people to come into the country. And as a result, today we have something in the neighborhood of 12 million illegal aliens in the United States. Now, many people have said the current legislation doesn't amount to amnesty because the persons who apply for these various programs can have to perform certain things. They have to pay certain amounts of money. That's all down the line. What happens, though, is that as soon as the program goes into effect, people can apply for what is called probationary Z visa status, which means that the government has only 24 hours to find out some reason to do a background check or something else, some reason to find out why they're not eligible. So for most people, that means that they will become immediately eligible within 24 hours. And once they have this probationary status, they cannot be removed from the country. They are presumably legally here until later on. Then they have the opportunity to apply for the actual Z visa. And when that happens, of course, then there's a more extensive check. But in the meantime, they're home free. It's a get-out-of-jail card, in effect, and they can't be deported. So as a result, they are given a status that no person who has legally applied for admission to the United States has, and that instead they have to wait the full time until all the hoops are gone through, whereas under this bill, those who are here illegally can get this status immediately. The border security provisions in this bill are exactly what's already in the law. There's nothing new. The only new thing is that at some point, in order for the Z visa provisions to go into effect and the permanent Z visa be issued, is that there has to be a certification that these border security programs are working. But that's far down the line. In the meantime, people who have gotten the probationary Z visa are in the country legally. And so, as I mentioned earlier, it's very easy to obtain this status because the government only has 24 hours to check on you, which isn't enough time to do a complete records check and find out if you're a criminal or whatever else the situation might be. The only thing they know is you're here illegally. And once that 24 hours goes by, you have to be given this probationary permit, and that keeps you from being deported from that time on. Now, obviously, this means that you're going to have dozens, hundreds, perhaps thousands of illegal aliens coming into the country. The only requirement is that they have an affidavit or some other document to show that they were here on the 1st of January 2007. Well, the people who have been selling the false Social Security cards up till now will soon be selling those affidavits to people, and as a result, what you have is an increased number of illegal aliens coming in during this period, because they've got to come in this, whatever this window is, between the time that the probationary visas start and the time that the certification comes in that the border is now secure. So what you're going to have is a flood of illegal aliens. So in the long run, the border security is actually compromised because of that lure, that incentive for illegal aliens to come into the country in large numbers in a very short period of time. Well, I think this is a false idea. Certainly, we should do something. We should have a good bill. We should have a bill like a piece of legislation that reflects the various requirements and criteria that the Heritage Foundation, for example, has posted on our webpage. There are a lot of things that could be done that would work to solve this problem. But the idea that we should have a bad bill simply be doing something, or a bill that actually will increase the number of illegal aliens coming into the country, I don't think anybody can say that that's better than doing nothing.
For more information on immigration reform and activity on Capitol Hill, visit heritage.org.